said it bought access from a seller on WhatsApp. Authorities say police have been notified but insist the data is safe and secure. The breach is a major setback for the Indian government, which has been pushing a national biometric scheme for a cashless society. Let's get more on this from Neha Punia, who joins us now from New Delhi. So tell us about this breach and what the government is saying about it.
Essentially, what you said is exactly what happened. A reporter approached a WhatsApp group where allegedly this data was being sold for as little as $8. What people had to do was simply log onto a website, use the password and username that these hacks gave you, and with that, allegedly, you could download the details of any Aadhaar user. And by details, I mean bank account details, their address, their telephone numbers, email IDs, etc. Now, the government says this is simply, quote, fake news. They're saying this didn't happen, that there was no breach in the first place. And in fact, the Aadhaar authority has now lodged a police complaint against this newspaper.
And of course, at the moment, there's an ongoing Supreme Court hearing about the validity of this scheme, this biometric scheme. How will this play into that and questions over that?
Already we've heard all the critics of Aadhaar come out in the open today and say this simply vindicates their position that such a large amount of data being held centrally in one position by one authority is always going to be open to breach. So that's something that they're going to use as another example for why the Aadhaar should not be made mandatory for all citizens. Like you said, that hearing is going to begin very soon, in fact, in a couple of days. And what these critics are saying is that this is going to just simply give more merit to their argument that citizens should have the right to say no. And if the government is still saying that Aadhaar is mandatory for cutting out corruption from the distribution of subsidies, then the government needs to work harder to ensure that this data cannot be breached so easily.